Dear students, welcome to my channel Elite Maths class. Today I am here with a new topic of class 10 of trigonometry. This is actually the chapter name is application of trigonometry, height and distances. Height and distance. This is actually exercise 9 of your book. This is actually the last part of the trigonometry, and in exam point of view, guaranteedly one question will be asked in your board exam. So this chapter, this exercise, only one exercise is there in your book, so this is very important. One question will be guaranteedly, basically 4 marks question is asked in your last section. So what concept you need? The previous chapters, that is chapter 8 of trigonometry, 2 things are very important. Table, trigonometrical table, the values, especially tan and cot, the values of tan and cot, and sine, cosec rarely in use, and the relation tan theta equal to base by perpendicular by base, cot theta equal to base by this, that is the base perpendicular hypotenuse relation. So let's start. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe my channel. Let's start with application of trigonometry. Application of trigonometry, the chapter name is height and distance. Now to study height and distance, what new things we are going to face? Here two things, two important things. One is angle of elevation and one is angle of depression, and another thing is line of sight, angle of elevation, angle of depression, height and distance. These are the simple thing, number 1 and 4. These are especially new concept. What is angle of elevation and what is angle of depression? If these concepts are clear and you can draw the figure from the question, and in this exercise all the questions will be of word problem. From the word problem, first thing you have to do is you have to draw the figure. From the question you have to draw the figure correctly using angle of elevation and angle of depression. Once you are done with the figure, then 95% complete. The 5% just do the calculation. So let us know what is angle of elevation and what is angle of depression. Now see this figure. It is a right angle triangle. One thing you remember here, angle of elevation, whenever you are looking upwards, then the concept will be of angle of elevation, and whenever you are looking downwards, then the angle of depression will be there. Now you just see this figure. In this figure, see, a boy is looking towards the top of the tree, towards the top of the tree, that is the boy is looking, or the observer is looking towards above. In this case, this is the angle of elevation, that this line, the boy is looking to the top of the tree, this is angle of this is line of sight, and the horizontal line and line of sight making angle, this angle is called angle of elevation. Now see this figure. On the top of the building a boy is there, and on the ground a ball is there, football is there. The boy is looking towards the ball, so this boy is looking towards the ball, that is looking to the ground, that is looking downwards. In this case, the angle created is angle of depression. See the angle is on the above, that is at the point of the observer with the horizontal line. Clear angle of elevation and angle of depression. Now you see this figure. In this figure I am going to show you the angle of elevation and angle of depression in the same figure. In this figure, on the top of the tower a boy is there, and above the tower an aeroplane is flying, and see on the below of the tower there may be a sheep is there. So the observer, that is the man on the top of the tower, looking upwards to see the aeroplane and looking downwards to see the sheep. Now you draw a horizontal line as shown in the figure through the point of observer, then see the angle of elevation is towards the plane and angle of depression is the angle towards the sheep. Hope angle of elevation and angle of depression are clear. Now see here in this figure, see observer is here, here is the object. So if the observer want to see the object, then the observer must have to see upwards in this direction. The observer have to see the object. So this is the line of sight, this is the height, this is the ground level. From ground level, the height distance of the object is the height, and from the observer, the bottom point of the object is the distance. That's why this chapter's name is height and distance, and definitely this is a right angle triangle. Now see this figure. Say now observer is here as shown in the images. Observer is here. Say here is the object. So the observer must have to must look downwards to see the object. In that case, this angle, remember this one very carefully, this not, this is the angle of depression, this is angle of depression, and this is 90 degree, this one is height, this is the distance. These two horizontal lines are parallel, so this one is equal to this angle. These two are alternate angles, so this angle equal to this angle. So angle of elevation and angle of depression is hope clear. Now see an example how to solve height and distance problems. Now see this example. I have taken here question number 4 of exercise 9.1. Now see the question first. In this chapter you will get all the questions word type problem. That is, all the questions are word problem. So the first thing you have to do is read the question very carefully. Then the first thing you have to do, draw the figure with proper angle of elevation and angle of depression. Whatever the question is, there may be question involving only angle of elevation, maybe involving only angle of depression, maybe both. Clear? Now let us see this question. The angle of elevation, see here it is mentioned, the angle of elevation of the top of a tower from the point on the ground which is 30 meter away from the foot of the tower is 30 degree. Find the height of the tower. So what is given here, angle of elevation is given which is 30 meter away from the foot of the tower. The angle of elevation is 30 degree. So from these data, from this question, we have to first draw the figure. Now what is there? First is see, a tower is there. Let us draw the figure. Let this be the tower, AB be the tower. Then see, the angle of elevation is observed from what? From a point on the ground which is 30 meter away from the foot of the tower. Say this is the point on the ground which is 30 meter away from the foot of the tower. This is 30 meter. So obviously as it is a tower, this angle will be 90 degree. This will be the line of sight. And which one will be the angle of elevation? Obviously see, the point is here, the top of the tower is observed, so this will be the angle of elevation. Whenever you are looking upwards, then the angle will be angle of elevation, and the angle of elevation is given as 30 degree. What we have to find? We have to find the height of the tower, that is AB, let it be x meter. So now the style of writing, and this is the solution. Let thus in this way you write the answer in your exam paper. Let AB be the tower. First write some statements. See, let AB be the tower, this is the position of the tower. C be the position on the ground. C be the position on the ground at which the top of the tower is observed. Then write given BC, the distance of the point from the foot of the tower is 30 meter. Then height of the tower is to be found, and angle of elevation is given BCA is 30 degree. Let AB equal to x meter, that is height of the tower we have to find. Now see, it is a right angle triangle. This angle is given, this is to find, this height is to be found, and this was also given. So what two sides, which two sides are in relation, are in our consideration? This one is given, this was to be found. As this is the given angle, so the adjacent side is base, and we have to find the height of the triangle. So base is there, height is there. What trigonometrical ratio related by base and height? Either cot or tan. So here you can use any one of them. Then write, we know that tan theta equal to perpendicular by base. Here theta is 30 degree, perpendicular, the opposite angle of the angle in consideration, opposite side of the angle in consideration, that is AB, and base is BC. Now what is the value of tan 30? It is 1 by root 3. AB is what? X. BC is what? 30. So what is X? X will be root 3 x equal to 30. X will be 30 by root 3. You can rationalize here, 30 into root 3 by 3, that is equal to 10 root 3. You may put the value of root 3. If in the question it is given root 3, the value of root 3 is 1.732. You may put the value of root 3. That is, then you separately write the answer. Therefore, height of the tower is 10 root 3 meter. You must write the unit. This is the answer. Hope the question is clear. Now let us see another example involving angle of depression. Okay, now see this question. This question is involving angle of depression. First see the question. From the top of a high building, the angle of depression of bottom of a tower is observed to be 45 degree. If the distance between the building and the tower is 60 meter, find the height of the building. See that here two objects are there. One is the building and another thing is the tower. Now what is observed? Say let us take the building. This is the tower. Now which one is the taller? It is not mentioned here. So let us, this one, say this is the building, this is the tower. What is given? The distance between the building and the tower, that is their distance on the ground, it is given, it is 60 meter. Now angle of depression of the bottom of the tower, this is the tower, this is the building. Angle of depression of the bottom of the tower from the top of the building. So we have to look downwards. So the angle of depression will be this one. This one is the angle of depression and it is given 45 degree. Clear? What we have to find? We have to find the height of the building. So this is 1 x meter, this is 60 meter. We have to find the height of the building. As it is 45 degree and this angle is alternate angle, so this one will be of 45 degree. Now see the writing style of the answer. Let AB be the building, CD be the tower. Given, or you may write ATQ BD equal to 60 meter. Say it is P. ATQ angle of depression PAD equal to 45 degree. Therefore angle ADB is also 45 degree since they are alternate angles. Let what we have to find? We have to find AB. Let AB equal to x meter. Now see here again, this is a right triangle, this is a right triangle, this is the base, this is the height. As it is the given angle, the adjacent side is base and the opposite angle is height. So the relation between, we have to use the relation between base and height, that is again we can use the relation of 10. We know that we know that tan theta equal to perpendicular by base. Now theta is what? Theta is here 45 degree. Perpendicular is 1, perpendicular is AB, base is BD. Tan 45 degree, value of tan 45 degree 1. You see the table. It is better to memorize all the values. Now AB is what? AB is x, BD is 60. So what is? By cross multiplying, x equal to 60. Therefore what we have to find? We have to find the height of the building. Therefore height of the building is 60 meter. Hope these two problems are clear. Basically what you have to remember, what is angle of elevation, what is angle of depression. Then the next important thing is, after getting the question, you read the question carefully, then draw the figure. In every height and distance question you have to draw the figure and start with these writings. Start with writing this statement. Then the last simplification, last calculation is very simple one. In some of the problems in my next video, I will show some problems involving in the same problem involving angle of elevation and angle of depression. If this was very helpful, please subscribe my channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notification of my further videos. In my next video, I will try to solve the other remaining problem of exercise 9.1 of your NCERT book. Thank you very much.